Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where last episode I was a little bit out of sorts. That's for sure. I was planning on fighting for this county down here. It ended up getting taken by our vassal, of all things, and then I was crippled by indecision. It's all good though, because now I know pretty much what I want to do. I want to focus on some of these stronger enemies over here, like cutting down this guy. The Iberian Peninsula has banded together and fought us at awkward times several times, and I want to work on preventing that a little bit. So I think what we need to do here is we need to look for a duchy, ideally. We could go for this one. Hang on, what's the de jure lands? It's not great, but I definitely do want to go into, like, Sharafid and Lotharingia, maybe Bavaria, but they've been pretty chill, to be honest. Like, Lotharingia and Sharafid are the two that have been pretty angry at us. This guy's okay with us, though. He's quite okay. He does have an Empire tier realm, though, and that, of course, means that he needs to get cut down to size. So we could Holy War for his kingdom. I don't think that's a great option because of our rule set. All of this up here we'd have to grant independence to. It would cut him down. Actually, that would substantially weaken him. Extremely substantially. I think we should do it. We are going to have to grant out some independence, I think. Duchy tier realms? Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see what this ends up looking like. But we'll Holy War this, and it's very possible that these guys up here will join. If they do, we're looking at a very large war indeed. But we'll see. I'm going to raise somewhere somewhat safe down over here. We'll raise our men-at-arms and levy troops separately. He calls in a holy order. Okay. Looks like nobody else is joining. This is good. We're going to raise up to 100k here. There we go. Cool. And then we're going to head up and look to give battle here. We're going to catch something. Their primary force? No, this segment of their force. That's actually huge. We just stack wiped a pretty sizable percentage of their troops, and now we caught another sizable percentage and stack wiped them as well. So we're going to head in over here. This war is basically over at this point. We can leave our siege force here. It's slightly risky to do so. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to split off quite a large number of levies, so they can't just pick us off with stragglers. And we're going to sit at about this level and leave around 40,000 to siege here, while we come over and give battle. That'll be the plan here, just so that they have to commit a substantial number of troops to dealing with our siege force. So that'll be fine. And we're going to head on over here, and we're going to catch something. Yeah, they're full force there. I like it. We're going to hit his capital. Where is he located? Is he leading troops? No, he's in his capital. Okay. So we win this battle. This guy wants to buy a truce from us. He is a very tall gentleman indeed. But we cannot declare war on him, and so we accept that. Fantastic. Our vassal could declare war on him, but we can't. Okay. So we win that. We're going to head back to their capital here because they might be retreating right here. And we'll find out. If they do, these forces should be sufficient to stay alive until we get them. Now that's interesting. He's continuing to retreat this direction, but he has mercs up here. We just captured him in the siege. Okay, well that war's over. We'll enforce our demands and disband our troops. So that is a huge chunk of his power just straight up gone. Now, this is not necessarily good out over here. So, we're going to be required to grant this out. There's a lot of territories out here that we need to grant independence to. I was hoping that we would get some de jure duchies here. Sadly, we did not. It was this duchy rank realm. So we don't have to hand out this county, I suppose. That's one thing. We can do that. Sure. That doesn't really help us, but we can do it. So we're going to have to grant independence to a bunch of these, and he may reconquer them when we do this. But based on the rules of the game, this is what is required. So we have to grant independence to all of these guys. And it'll be somewhat tedious for him to reconquer them. That'll take some time. And we might be able to work our way up this way in some way. We'll see. Cool. So there we go. That will substantially weaken the Iberian Peninsula. No doubt about that. Okay. Now, I don't suppose any of these would accept vassalage. We can't look into that right now. But maybe in a bit. Out of curiosity. Yeah, we were required to grant these out before we created this duchy, so we were not going to be able to get that. Just wanted to check. We could check in on kingdoms, too. Actually, we can now usurp Al-Andalus. We couldn't do that before, to be clear. So what that ends up meaning is that this was still required to grant out, but we can grant this guy the Kingdom of Andalusia. Which now means that these are our de jure vassals. So if we were to reconquer them, now we could do so. We could also much more easily offer them vassalage. Once that, I believe it's a 1-year cooldown, goes down. So we're going to need to attack Lotharingia at some point. We have a truce with them. There's Klingonberg over here. We're truced with them as well. So the question is, what powerful force do we want to go after next? Bavaria? Moldavia is not particularly powerful. We could think about going after them for this river or this over here. Let's see what we've got for duchies. That's a little awkward. That's definitely a little awkward there. Let's see what else we have. I have no idea where Turov is. Oh, up here. Technically, we could take that. But it's not good. We wouldn't be able to hold this territory, but the rest of that would be acceptable. What else do we have? Honestly, the Duchy of Kiev is pretty good. We've got this river here. We've got Korsun here, which we would have to grant independence to. And then we've got Kiev and Chernobyl up here. We'd have to grant independence to these three for not being on navigable rivers. Unless we were to get the duchy, but we would not. I think this is still what we go for. That said, Poland is a location that exists. That's not a lot of de jure lands. Okay. What do we have for claims here? Because there's a lot of rivers running through Poland. We've got this river over here. We've got this river here and this up here and this over here. So all of that is acceptable for us to take. This is not, of course. So duchy-wise, what do we have for duchies? Awkwardness. Awkwardness. We could take Chernigov. Hang on. Ruthenia's up here. What if we were to fight this guy for a great holy war for the kingdom of Ruthenia? The main contributor would get the target kingdom. I don't think this is the greatest Great Holy War that we could possibly get. But I think it's okay. But I think we just need to choose a location and attack. So I think it'll be this. Every single county here we can hold. Let's just get this river over with and finish it off. I'm going to do a conquer duchy for it rather than a holy war. But otherwise, this looks good. How many troops do they have? Not many. Just our men-at-arms should do the trick. They did call in a holy order. Even then, just our men-at-arms should do the trick. Cool. So we get a stewardship perk here, and we're going to take detailed ledgers. Sounds good. Permanent barracks constructed in London. Is London now maxed? London is maxed. Okay. So every county in this duchy is now maxed. Well, every barony in every county in this duchy, if you want to be technical. Up over here in our capital, we definitely need to continue work here. Let's go for vast crop fields. That'll be done in 2 years. Sounds good. And we're waiting to attack these guys until we can do a kingdom invasion, is the plan. Because I want to take all of this river-bound territory at once. So that'll be the plan there. They're coming around this way. I'm actually going to raise a few levy troops here. Split off our siege force. And we'll head down and give combat here. Cool. This should be more than sufficient. We'll group these together and make sure we have a siege commander here. There's one. And in we go. Those sieges should go incredibly quickly up here. So down we go. We're going to try to fight them. I mean, if we catch them, we win this very handily. They do have a numbers advantage, but it doesn't matter with this kind of quality. Like, irrelevant. Completely and totally irrelevant. We finished our siege up over here, and only the one crossing over this way means that we need to siege here next. Cool. So they're going to attack us and horribly fail. We can start a slow siege over here if we wanted to. This retreat is very awkward for us. Very awkward. We could just embark and come over here. You know what? I think that's not a terrible idea. With this being their retreat. So we're going to embark here and make our way this direction. This guy wishes to see our fair visage. No, get out of here. We're going to walk up this direction and group our forces up. I don't want to have to worry about our siege force. Okay, the idiot belongs in our dungeon. We gain a lot of stress because we're paranoid. We should definitely call a hunt to lose some stress. There we go. So over we head, and this siege is basically already over. We'll just come up over here. Really, they're going to walk into us here? That's an interesting decision. I don't know why they decided to do this. I already rejected you. Get out of here. Okay. We just discovered Renaissance thought and also won the war here. So let's go into here. Noblesse Oblige is currently fascinated and exposed. I'm actually going to go grab hobbies here just to get that out of the way. And promissory notes will finish up shortly after Noblesse Oblige, I think. I think that'll be grabbed next. We're going to get rid of our carpet here. I know what that means. We're going to enforce our demands and disband our troops. Cool. So this guy's now our vassal. He's not super angry. I'm actually going to send him a gift here for 27 opinion to boost his chances of converting. And let's see what he thinks. He converted. Beautiful. Okay. So next up, we could attack these guys again. We're, of course, truced with them, but we can take this county. What else can we do? Ruthenia. Ruthenia is a decent option. We are going to require 2 wars to get all of this because of the de jure duchy lines. So we need to get that truce ticking. We're going to raise up over here, protected by this river. He may hire a holy order, but I don't think that matters. Okay. Cool. We ate exquisite food. Good. So yeah, we've definitely got some rivers to go after here, but we're making good progress on that. And we're just going to clean up as many of these rivers as we can. This is definitely going to be a big river to get. There's no doubt about that one. We've already won our siege here. We're going to head down and get ourselves ticking war score. This will also... I believe this will end the war, to be honest. $77? Wow. That only gave us 27% for the county. I expected it to be equivalent because it's the capital, but we only got the 10% bonus from the capital, so spicy. We'll just wipe these guys and end it. There we go. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. Fantastic. And we're, of course, going to need to grant this out. There we go. And we probably need to grant that over, don't we? Can grant vassals to rightful lieges. Do it. Cool. This guy would need to convert. He might accept. We'll send him a gift to boost his opinion a little bit. He's probably not going to. I'll give it a go, but I don't think that's going to work. Okay. So, next up. Everything up here is basically truced except Poland. We should go for Poland. And I think we go for this exclave. Yes, we will likely have to grant independence here. Maybe. Who currently holds that duchy? It's not created. Okay, so this is now all de jure territory. Cool. We didn't do a de jure war goal, but this is all de jure now. And so that will go there. He wants a hook. Honestly, sure. We'll do it. How many troops does Poland have again? Yeah, we should probably raise a few levy troops. Let's do it. Okay. This is likely sufficient. Cool. So we'll head on over. We're now well rested, so that's good. Okay. Awkward pathing, but sure. We'll head around over here. Why does Poland already have war score on us? Oh, they have this occupied. Interesting. Well, that's fine. We're definitely going to get the ticking war score very, very soon here. We just got 600 bonus gold. We'll take that. That seems completely and totally fine. And the Polish army is kind of on its way over. Kind of. Where are the crossings on this river? One here. One here. Okay. Slightly awkward, but it's clear that they're heading for this crossing. Well, they might be heading for this one. We'll see. They're definitely heading down here. I'd like to do battle with them. We have a definite advantage in battle. So we're going to head up and try to catch them here, and it looks like we do catch at least part of their force. Cool. So they're now fleeing in terror. We're going to make our way towards their capital, and if we happen to catch any of their forces on the way, that would be great. Looks like we do. Cool. There we go. So we just stack wiped 3/4 of their army, and we're going to head on up and siege here and then their capital. And that should end the war, in all honesty. Do they have siege weapons in this remaining force? They do. 40 bombards. Okay, good to know. They're probably going to go try to stop us from getting more ticking war score. But honestly, I think they're too late. I believe that we win this here. Noblesse Oblige just finished up, and I just want to check here. Promissory Notes is being exposed, so that'll be done in 11 years, and Hobbies in 9. At which point we'll be completely done with technology. We'll have all of the techs in the game. Cool. So this is likely to end the war. Only 90%? Sad. We're going to head down. They are indecisive. They haven't decided where they're going to siege yet. So that means the war is over. Cool. So enforce our demands here. Now, all of this territory is de jure hers. So we're going to grant these out here. Under most circumstances, we would be required to grant this vassal independence. However, we can grant the vassal to rightful liege instead. So we'll go ahead and do that. Cool. No problem there. So the question is, now what river do we go after? Well, we're truced with Poland. We're truced with... Are we truced with Galicia Volhynia? Actually, we're not. There is a single county that we can go after here. And it is... this one. No other counties are we allowed to go after here within Galicia Volhynia, but that's okay. So we'll definitely grab this. Cool. They have 7,000 troops. Adorable. We're going to raise up around here. And then we'll just head on in. So honestly, I would say this war's over. It's not quite over at this point. They have no real chance. Sure, they raised up a few extra numbers with a holy order or something, but it doesn't really matter. Did I not grab that? There we go. Perfect. So we're going to grab ourselves ticking war score as our first priority here. And then we'll decide whether we want to fight them or not. Their leader is in their capital. I'm currently leaning towards not fighting them because of that. I mean, we'll fight them, but after we take the capital, if we don't capture their leader, would be the plan. So obviously, our sieges are ridiculous, and we get those done very quickly. We're going to head in and hit their capital. We're at 44% war score. They're going to finish their singular siege up here, and then head down over to this one, probably, but war's over. So it's all good. We'll enforce our demands. That was very easy, and we will grant this out to a noble. Fantastic. Okay, so that's all good. Can we grant you over to a rightful liege? We can't, but we should. We'll grant you to Sweden. Hey, Sweden, here's a gift. Convert. 57% chance. We'll roll that. We'll see what happens. He will convert for a hook. Okay, I don't like it, but sure. Okay, that looks good. So we've definitely made some river progress here. That is fantastic. Our maritime empire is ridiculous, and not entirely maritime anymore. Our vassals have definitely done some internal conquests, particularly in Africa, but that's completely fine. It is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're probably going to start pushing up some additional rivers over here if we're still waiting on European truces. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, JJ Gamer, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, Jensgram, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.